Hi everyone, today we have a problem when we need to design a stack that supports the following functions. The first one is the push. So basically when we are adding element to our stack. The second one is a pop to remove and return the top element, and the top just returns the top element without removing that. Pick max returns us the maximum element, and the pop max that removes and returns us the maximum element. And we need to do that. So our goal is to for all our operations to work as efficiently as possible. So how are we going to solve this problem? The approach that we are going to use is that we are going to use a two stack. So we are going to use a main stack. So we are adding elements as we are receiving them. So it's a simple stack. And another one is that the max stack. In the max stack, we will keep track of the current maximum element. So for example, let's take this example. Let's say that the first we are adding 5, right? So we are adding 5. So we are adding to our normal stack, and we are adding to our maximum stack. And another one we are adding 1. Again, we are adding that to our normal stack, but in the maximum stack. So what we do here, so what we do is we are comparing that if our current maximum, if that is more than the element that we are adding, then we are adding the same element again, right? So again, we are adding 5 one more time, and now we have 5, 1, and 5, and we are adding here maximum. So for the max stack, so we are adding 5, 5, and 5. So if we are returning top 5, so what we do is we are just returning the top element from our stack, right? So we are returning 5. If we are returning pop max, so which means that we are returning that maximum element. In that case, we are returning that from our maximum stack, but we are comparing that. We are comparing. So our pop max logic is the following. So what we do is that we are taking that element from the we are taking the element from the from our we are taking element from our max stack, and we are comparing that we are popping elements into the buffer until our top is equals to our max, and then we are removing the max, and after that we are pushing everything back from the buffer to our stacks. So let's just go and see that how it's in code. I think that it will be more clear after implementing that. So our push pop top and the pick max is of 1 time complexity, and the pop max time complexity in worst case is the of n. So let's go and see that the simplest one, right? So first one is the pop, top, and the pick max. So in the pop, so what we do is, first of all, right, we are creating two stacks, stack and the maximum stack. This is our normal stack, and this is our maximum stack, right? So, and let's go with the simplest to the hardest functions. The first one is the pop, right? So for the pop, what we do is we are just taking that we are taking from the maximum stack the element, and we are popping whatever. So we are taking one element from the maximum stack, and we are popping element from the top of the stack, right? So it's a simple function. For the top, so what we do is just we are returning the top element without removing. So we are removing from the top of our stack. So pick max, again, we are picking the element, so we are returning the element from the max stack without removing that, right? How about the push function? So push function is interesting. So what we do here, right? So to our stack, we are pushing the elements as we are receiving them, right? So it's a normal stack. But for our max stack, so what we do, we are checking that if our max stack is empty, and if our x, the current element that we are adding, it's more than or equal to our maximum value, the maximum value that we have. So what we do in that case is that we are adding to our maximum stack, so we are pushing that element, right? So here we are pushing that element. If not, if that is less than that, so we are adding the maximum element one more time, right? So the same way that we are doing here. So here we are comparing. So the second time when we are adding 5, we are comparing that. Second time, right? When we are adding 1, we are comparing that. If 1 is more than or equals to 5, it's not, then in that case we are just adding 5 one more time here, right? So in our max stack, so we we will have 5 and 5, and in our normal stack we will have 5 and 1. So how about the pop max, right? So in the pop max, so what we do, we are taking the maximum element, so whatever the maximum element that we have at the moment, and we are creating one temporary stack, which is a buffer. What we do, so what we do is we are taking from the stack elements until we meet the element, until we have the element that is equals to our max. So until we have the element here, right? Until we have the element here, so we are taking all the elements from our, let's say that we are in this position, right? So now we need to return the max here, right? We are calling the pop max again for this scenario. In this scenario, what we do, we are taking 5 here, and we are comparing, so we are moving to our buffer stack elements from our normal stack until our maximum element equals to our maximum element equals to the element in the stack, right? So this 5 equals to 5. So in this case specifically, we are going to move only one element to the buffer. So that's exactly what we are doing here. So we are comparing that, okay, if our current peak is equals to max, if it's not equal, then we are pushing, so we are taking that from our stack and we are pushing that element to our buffer, and we are also removing from the max stack to keep them synchronized, right? So then after we have the element, after we have our maximum element, we found that in our stack. So what we do, we are removing that element from the stack, and we are also removing element from the max stack. Then we are adding back. So then we are, until our buffer is empty, so we are pushing elements from the buffer to our normal stack and to our max stack.